The room fell into a silence, so heavy it felt like the air itself had stopped moving. Conversations that had once buzzed with speculation, denial, and fragile hope suddenly evaporated into stunned stillness. Everyone froze when they heard that Yu Menglong's doctor had finally revealed the truth about his condition. For months, whispers had circled like restless winds, but no one had been prepared for the weight of what was about to be said. Yu Menglong had always carried himself with a quiet grace. Whether under bright lights or in ordinary moments, there was something steady about him, a calm presence that made people feel safe. So when news first surfaced that he had been unwell, many dismissed it as exaggeration. "He's strong," fans insisted. "He'll be fine." Those close to him maintained a respectful silence, neither confirming nor denying the growing rumors. It was that silence that made the waiting so unbearable. The months that followed were a blur of half-truths and hopeful assumptions. A postponed appearance here, a cancelled engagement there, a social media post that seemed cheerful but slightly distant. Observers began to notice subtle changes. The way his smile didn't quite reach his eyes, the visible weight loss, the rare public sightings where he appeared thinner, quieter. Still, no official explanation came. His team described it only as health adjustments and asked for privacy. Behind the scenes, however, the truth was unfolding in hospital corridors and private consultation rooms. According to the doctor's statement, Yu Menglong had been diagnosed months earlier with a serious, but initially manageable condition. It had started with persistent fatigue and unexplained discomfort, symptoms easy to ignore for someone accustomed to long working hours and public demands. He reportedly brushed it aside at first, believing rest would fix everything. It wasn't until the symptoms worsened that he agreed to thorough testing. The diagnosis came as a shock even to him. The doctor described the moment gently, recalling how Yu Menglong had listened without interrupting, absorbing each word with remarkable composure. The condition required immediate treatment and strict monitoring. Though not instantly life-threatening, it was complex, unpredictable, and emotionally draining. It explained the sudden disappearances and the careful distance he had maintained from the spotlight. What truly froze everyone was not simply the nature of the illness, but the reason it had been kept private for so long. The doctor revealed that Yu Menglong had made a conscious decision to shield his supporters from worry. He had insisted that updates remain minimal, hoping to fight quietly and return stronger. He was more concerned about disappointing people than about himself, the doctor admitted, voice trembling. That single sentence echoed louder than any medical detail. Those words transformed public perception. The narrative shifted from confusion to heartbreak. People began to replay past interviews, noticing hints they had missed, the moments he paused before answering, the gratitude he expressed in unusually emotional tones. It became clear that while the world speculated, he had been battling something far heavier than anyone imagined. The doctor also clarified misconceptions that had spread online. Some rumors had exaggerated the severity of the illness, while others minimized it entirely. The truth lay somewhere in between. The condition required long-term treatment and significant lifestyle changes. There would be periods of improvement and setbacks. Recovery would not be linear. It was neither a dramatic end nor a simple, quick fix. It was a journey, one demanding patience, resilience, and support. In the months of silence, Yu Menglong had undergone multiple treatment sessions. There were days when progress felt hopeful and others when exhaustion overwhelmed him. The doctor described his determination as extraordinary. Even on the most difficult days, he reportedly asked about upcoming projects, worried about unfinished commitments, and expressed gratitude for the medical team's efforts. That quiet strength, the doctor said, was what carried him forward. For fans, the revelation felt both painful and relieving. Painful because it confirmed that the struggle had been real and prolonged. Relieving because the uncertainty was finally replaced with clarity. Speculation can be cruel. Truth, even when heavy, provides grounding. Social media quickly filled with messages of apology, encouragement, and unwavering loyalty. Many expressed regret for doubting or demanding explanations. Others simply wrote, "We're here. Take your time." What makes this story so deeply human is not just the illness itself, but the vulnerability behind it. Public figures are often seen as untouchable, glowing, energetic, always ready. Yet this revelation reminded everyone that strength does not mean invincibility. Yu Menglong's silence was not weakness. It was protection, a choice rooted in love for the very people who admired him. The doctor concluded the statement with cautious optimism. Treatment was ongoing. While full recovery would take time, there were positive signs. The most important factor, the doctor emphasized, was emotional stability and reduced pressure. Stress could complicate progress. Support, understanding, and patience could strengthen it. In that moment, the freeze in the room slowly thawed into something softer: empathy. Instead of shock, there was reflection. Instead of gossip, there was solidarity. The truth, once hidden, now stood quietly in the open. It wasn't sensational or dramatic in the way rumors had predicted. It was simply real, minor in some technical aspects, yet major in emotional weight. After months of silence, the truth had finally been heard. And sometimes, hearing the truth does not shatter hope. It reshapes it. Yu Menglong's journey is no longer defined by speculation, but by resilience. The path ahead may be uncertain, but it is no longer walked alone.